What if everything you've been told about success is a lie? We're constantly bombarded with images of overnight millionaires and effortless victories. The 22-year-old crypto genius, the college dropout turned billionaire, the influencer who manifested their dream life in 6 months. But behind every glossy Instagram post lies a truth nobody wants to talk about. The unseen sacrifices, the relentless grind, and the profound costs hidden beneath the surface of easy success. Welcome to the Hard Truth Lab. Today we're dissecting the myth that's destroying an entire generation's relationship with success. Because here's the thing, the easiest looking path is almost always the hardest one to sustain. Let's expose what they're not showing you. You've seen them. The TikTok entrepreneur with 3 million followers, casually sipping a latte while their automated business generates thousands per day. They make it look so simple. Just follow their 5-step formula, and you too can quit your 9-to-5. But let's rewind the tape. What you don't see? The 7 failed businesses before this one. The maxed out credit cards. The 2 years they spent working unpaid internships at marketing agencies, learning the very skills they now sell as natural talent. That viral moment didn't happen overnight. It happened after 18 months of posting daily content to an audience of 47 followers. After investing $15,000 in courses, software, and failed ad campaigns. After sacrificing weekends, relationships, and mental health to build what looks effortless on camera. The algorithm rewards the highlight reel. It doesn't show the breakdown at 2 a.m. when their first launch flopped. It doesn't capture the arguments with family who thought they were wasting their life. And here's the cruelest part. Now that they've made it, they have to maintain the illusion. They can't show you the stress of keeping up appearances, the pressure to constantly prove they're still successful, the exhaustion of living a life that's become a performance. That's not easy success. That's a different kind of prison. Now let's talk about the story that's done the most damage. The college dropout who becomes a billionaire. Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg. The narrative is seductive. Formal education is for suckers. Real innovators drop out and change the world. But let's dissect what this story conveniently omits. Bill Gates didn't just drop out of any college. He dropped out of Harvard after growing up with access to one of the only computer terminals available to high school students in the 1960s. His mother sat on the board with IBM's chairman. That's not luck. That's privilege and connection. Mark Zuckerberg had already built several programs before Facebook and had access to Harvard's elite network. The dorm room startup story erases the infrastructure that made it possible. Steve Jobs, he dropped out, yes, but he had Steve Wozniak, a legitimate engineering genius, as his co-founder. And he was ruthless, often at the expense of the people around him. Here's what the media doesn't tell you. For every billionaire dropout, there are millions who dropped out and failed. The survivorship bias is staggering. We celebrate the 0.0001% and ignore the 99.9999% who sacrificed everything and lost. But more importantly, even those who succeeded paid invisible prices. Destroyed relationships, health problems, ethical compromises. Jobs' own daughter wrote a memoir about his emotional absence. The easy path of dropping everything to chase a dream? It's only easy in the retelling. In reality, it demands everything you have and offers no guarantees. Most people can't afford to take that gamble, and that's not a personal failing. That's mathematics. Let's zoom out and look at the bigger weapon in this war on reality: social media itself. Every platform is designed to showcase peaks, not valleys. The beach vacation, not the credit card debt that funded it. The book deal, not the 47 rejections that came before it. The six-pack abs, not the disordered eating and steroid use that created them. This creates what psychologists call a distorted reference point. You're comparing your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel, and you're losing a game that was rigged from the start. Let me give you a concrete example. A fitness influencer posts their transformation, 90 days to their dream body. What they don't mention? They had a professional photographer, perfect lighting, a pump from their pre-photo workout, and strategic posing. The before photo was intentionally taken in bad lighting, poor posture, unflattering angles. But beyond the photographic tricks, they also had a personal trainer, a nutritionist, no full-time job to balance, and genetics that respond well to training. Your 90 days won't look like theirs because you're not starting from the same place. This isn't about crushing dreams. This is about recalibrating expectations. When you chase someone else's highlight reel, you're pursuing a mirage. You're signing up for frustration, self-doubt, and inevitable burnout because you're trying to replicate a result without access to the same resources, time, or circumstances. The easy success you see online is a carefully constructed narrative, and buying into it makes your path infinitely harder. So what's the alternative? Are we supposed to give up? Abandon our ambitions? Absolutely not. The alternative is radical honesty with yourself and about what success actually requires. First, understand that real success is almost never easy, and that's okay. The difficulty is part of what makes it valuable. Quick wins rarely lead to lasting fulfillment. Second, measure yourself against your own progress, not someone else's curated performance. The only comparison that matters is who you were yesterday versus who you are today. Third, be willing to play the long game. Compound effort over years beats viral moments every single time. The tortoise doesn't just beat the hare in fables, it beats them in reality too. And finally, accept that the unsexy work is where transformation happens. The daily discipline, the unglamorous repetition, the private failures that teach you more than public victories ever could. Here's the hard truth this channel is built on. There are no shortcuts that don't come with hidden costs. The easy path is always harder in the long run because it's built on illusion rather than substance. But when you embrace the real path, the difficult path, the honest path, you build something that lasts. You develop skills that can't be taken away. You become someone who doesn't need to maintain an illusion because your results speak for themselves. The question isn't whether you're willing to work hard. The question is whether you're willing to work hard for something real or waste your energy chasing someone else's fantasy. Choose wisely. If this video gave you a perspective shift, hit that subscribe button. We're dissecting uncomfortable truths every week, and your support tells me you're ready for more reality and less fantasy. Drop a comment below. What easy success story have you stopped believing in? Let's have an honest conversation. I'll see you in the next one. Stay real.